Hey y'all see these eyebrows? They not hitting. It's okay because things are on its way. Welcome, it's Shania Renee. This is The Vibe. I'm here to give you love, light, and energy. And today I want to talk about how your thoughts and emotions might not add up to your reality right now. So I'm in a place where it's like I feel good, I meditate, I I know that my present now is very much with gratitude, and my future has so much beauty in it. It's just not being shown in my reality now. Now, I don't let that stop how I internally feel about my present moment. I take my present moment with gratitude. I live by just being in the present, being here in the now, and understanding that the thoughts I have now will surely guide me to a better future, to a more sustainable fulfillment future. And I want to talk about how you really get to an eternal space in your heart and in your mind and your body, to a point where it's like your reality doesn't matter. So it took a while for me to get to a place where it's like, I'm love, I am happy, I am grateful, regardless of my situation. And that really involves really diving deep into your demons. And what I mean by that is really diving deep into things that are so bottled up in your mind and so bottled up in your body that you don't really even maneuver to try to figure it out. And in order to do that, I think it's very important to journal. So for weeks, I would write in the morning of just pouring out all my thoughts about yesterday or my nights, or just pouring out everything I needed to get off my chest. And I feel as though writing is a place where you get an understanding of how your thoughts. So a lot of us are going through like a lot of thinking at once and just discombobulated and just kind of cluttered of like how you feel and think. And so writing gives you a chance to organize your thoughts, put in subcategories and categories about how you feel about certain things, and to get to a place where it's like I'm internally good with wherever I'm at, I'm internally good knowing my future is great, is to really unbottle that emotion that you're trying to hide from. And so one of the techniques is writing. So I forget who this was, but I think it's The Art of War, I believe. And she describes morning pages as the 3 pages when you just pour out and write. It may not make sense at the time, or in the beginning, it may be very hard for you to do, but I think it's very important for someone to literally put their thoughts on paper so they can see where they're at mentally and emotionally. And I think that's very important to figure out your next steps, is to see where you're at mentally and see where you're at emotionally. And that is how you can be in a place where you're just like, I'm okay with reality. It is okay. It is what it is. And I know my reality will be better. Now, the knowing part of your future matching up with your current internal feelings, it is just kind of having faith that everything will work into your favor, that your inner being is going to be there for you when you need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to touch base on just like having the faith that things will work out, and building that confidence that what you do now is going to reflect what you do in the future. And if you want to be somebody that's on YouTube, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a coach, like things you're formulating now will be direct reflect of the outcome in the future. And in my last video, I always talk about the habit and how a habit is not really pertaining about your outcome, but having that faith that your outcome will already is done, is what you want. Doing your things now, you're not focusing on that. You're focused on the present. You're focused on what you're gaining in that current experience. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just fun, and I wanted to shed this light on just being someone who is internally happy with where they're at this moment, and having faith that in the future will be even magnificently better. So words are very powerful as well. Like how you speak to yourself, how you speak around others, what you say around people, and what your thought process when it comes to certain situations is very important. And how optimistic are you about certain things when it comes to defeat or challenges? And You want to make sure your inner being is someone you can connect to, relate to. You know what I'm saying? So find that source, find that person within yourself to understand why you do the things you do at this moment. Why did you react to that situation? What happened that you could have done differently, or what in your perspective that made this okay? So those are like basically all shadow work. So I have a lot of shadow work in me. I feel like that shadow work is internal because we go through these experiences in the present and not really having time to bottle up what's the right move. And that's when it comes to trusting your instincts and trusting your inner being to formulate and have that brought up to the now and to right now and to your actions, so you can do things that are for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say things very quickly. I feel like videos do not need to be dragged out long. I really said a whole mouthful in 6 minutes already, and I'm like, dang, I feel like I should write more. But I feel like certain videos is just necessary to just throw it out there, be confronted, be direct, and you can get the love and hope and inspiration that you're looking for. Because if you're on YouTube, you're looking for a specific type of thing, and I am here to give you that specific type of thing. So if you mess with this channel, the Vibe channel, if you mess with me, Shania, well, that was my old name, Shania, if you mess with all that, please subscribe, because it gives me joy when I get one view. Honestly, when you're starting from the beginning, when it comes to YouTube, it's like when you get one view, you just like, they like me, people watching me, like y'all watching me. So it's like, if you already watching me, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the thumbs up bell, and please hit the thumbs up and then hit the bell so you can get more info when it comes to this, because I'm on the journey just like y'all. Our journeys are definitely different and unique to us, but as a whole, as a collective, we are experiencing similar things. So it's important for me to express how I'm seeing them, how I'm viewing them, to better help my brother, my sister, or my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that is and however that is portrayed in this channel, if you love it, if you like it, even if you even think that this is resonating with you, you might as well subscribe, because I'm not here to play these games with you, and nor are you here to play games with yourself. So subscribe. Anyways, deuce, baby.